One player is hoping for a breakout season after a strong rookie year last year. Jorge Mateo was in the lineup today. Could the Baltimore Orioles be getting healthy? And what will Brandon Hyde do with the starting rotation? Welcome to Orioles Digest. I'm your host, Kam Brice. And like I say in every video, before you do anything, hit that subscribe button. Be a part of this percentage. Let's change it today. Come join Orioles Digest. We're giving you daily updates about the Baltimore Orioles every single day that you don't want to miss. Spring training is almost over, and the Baltimores have so many players that contribute at a high level. Colton Cowser, Tyler O'Neill, Adley Rutschman has been more amazing. But in this video, we're going to take a deep dive into Colton Cowser and why I think he could be a special part of this team for the future. But before we do that, I have a special announcement for you guys, and it involves the March Madness. So stay tuned.
We are kicking off a March Madness bracket for this channel. We've partnered with the Hot Takes app and other Digest channels for this event. It's completely free to sign up. Just download the Hot Takes app, find a Digest group, and join the competition. This is really exciting, as there are over $25,000 in prizes to be won. And since there's a smaller pool of people participating, there's a real chance in winning big compared to other bracket challenges out there. Check out the link below or scan the QR code to download the app. And make sure to use the promo code DIGEST in all caps to get exclusive perks when signing in. Again, it's completely free to sign up. If you have any trouble, please reach out to us in the email down below. We are excited for you to join this March Madness pool.
How good can Colton Cowser be this season? Now, during spring training, Colton Cowser started out a little slow throughout the first couple games. Wasn't really hitting the ball that pretty much well. Not a lot of strikeouts, a lot of pop outs, a lot of weak flyouts. We saw the X velocity topping around 94, 97. But now he's hitting the ball at over 115, over 112 miles per hour. Cowser looks good. Had a home run the other day. Came out today with 2 hits. He just looks like an everyday kind of baseball player. And we saw last year, Colton Cowser was robbed for Rookie of the Year. I know Luis Gil had an amazing season last year, but if you're asking me if I'm a voter, I have to give that to Colton Cowser. His whole body of work. He was great throughout the whole year. He might have had some months where he struggled, but he started almost every game for the Baltimore Orioles in the outfield. So for Luis Gil to have not a good first half, but did have an amazing second half. I don't understand why he won Rookie of the Year, but Colton Cowser was robbed. On the other hand, he's been the Orioles' best hitter this spring training. If he's not named Adley Rutschman, Tyler O'Neill, or Jackson Holliday, Cowser has been that focal point for this team. And this season was going to be the year that we expect Colton Cowser to kind of not match his rookie year, but I think he could have an even bigger year. Now, I'm not saying Colton Cowser is going to be the superstar for the Baltimore Orioles, but I think he could be that franchise player in the outfield. Will he be Adam Jones? Probably not. He could possibly be a guy like Nick Markakis. We all remember Nick Markakis. And when Markakis went to Atlanta Braves, everyone was like, this team is going to fall apart. And it fell apart. Now, when you're talking about Colton Cowser, you add a guy like Colton Cowser in the future, Vance Honeycutt, then Enrique Bradfield Jr. You have 3 players in the outfield that can play defense, hit for power, hit for speed, steal bases, and I think that's the formula that the Baltimoreans want to go into. But we're going to take a deep dive into Colton Cowser and his past season and how he could replicate that this season and be even better than he was last year. Can Colton Cowser be an all-star this season? Now we're going to talk about what he did last season in his rookie year. Batted .242, OPS .768, 24 home runs. But the good thing is, his OPS plus was over 120. The league average for OPS plus is around 115 to 130. Now for Cowser, he had the best OPS plus out of every rookie, had the most home runs, everything, all the stats. If you just look at all the rookie leaders from last year, Colton Cowser was at the top. He was better than Wyatt Langford. He was better than all those guys. Now, could he be an all-star this season? That's very tricky because you have to think of the outfielders in the AL East. Is Cody Bellinger going to have an MVP-like season? Aaron Judge will obviously be an MVP. Jaron Doran. You have Cedric Mullins. You have Tyler O'Neill, in which I think Tyler O'Neill will be an all-star this season. Now, what we are hoping for Colton Cowser is he takes that next big jump. Can he be a star in this league? Yes. He has all the potential. A lot of people don't see Colton Cowser as an all-star, a future star, a franchise type of player, but me, I think he has all the capability to do. We saw him in the minors. When he came up from AAA a couple years ago, he really struggled. So the Baltimore sent him back down, and they were like, okay, you need to develop in AA a little bit more, and then we'll bring you up next year. And that's what they did. Last season, even when he struggled, we saw a lot of times Colton Cowser couldn't find the bat. He couldn't hit the ball through the ground. He was struggling on defense. But Brandon Hyde and Mike Elias kept their trust in Colton Cowser, and it allowed him to develop over the season. Now, he's still developing, still very young, under the age of 25. He still has much to grow in his MLB career. But I think this year, with everything going on with the Baltimore Orioles, I think Colton Cowser could actually be an all-star this season. Say, he hits over 28 home runs, OPS plus well over 130, batting around 250, 260, OPS a little bit over 800. Doesn't have to be big. At least it's over 760 what he did last season. Now, that's an all-star season, and I expect him to steal between 15 to 20 bags. He's going to be more aggressive on the base paths because that's the Baltimore's game plan this year. They want to be an aggressive team and steal a lot of bases, and we already seen that with Jackson Holliday this spring. So I'm going to ask you guys this question. Do you think Colton Cowser can be an all-star this season? I think he has all the attributes to be an all-star. We're not going to talk about what he did in his past season. If you look at Fangraphs, his stats projected, they have him right around 19 to 21 home runs, OPS sitting around 760. I think that's very low for Colton Cowser. I know a lot of people don't think of him as a star, but I think he could be, once again, that Nick Markakis type player for the Baltimore Orioles. And let's not forget, Nick Markakis was an all-star. He was thought as one of the franchise players besides Adam Jones and Manny Machado. We have some good spring training updates that you guys want to hear. Now, before we talk about Jorge Mateo, I want to talk about the superstar that everyone's been waiting on. It's Gunnar Henderson. The oblique injury is getting better. Brandon Hyde still doesn't know if he'll be ready for opening day, but he started infield drills. He started in the cage. He started in the infield. He started everything. He's running. So Gunnar Henderson is looking to ramp up. Honestly, it's no rush. If the Baltimores don't have Gunnar Henderson for the first couple of weeks of the season, that won't be a kill. I said you start him on a 15-day IL, and then you bring him back. Same with Félix Bautista. But with Felix, just topping out at 98, I think he could be ready for the opening day roster. Even though you don't have to rush him, you could have him a half inning here, close here. He will only be in that closer position. You don't have to put him in high leverage situations. Put him in situations that he can succeed. Now shifting over to Jorge Mateo, he was in the lineup today. Jorge Mateo is back, and I'm pretty shocked because I didn't think Jorge Mateo would play at all this spring. The way that Brandon Hyde was saying that he doesn't even know if Jorge Mateo will be ready by opening day. We don't know when his timetable will be. Now, Jorge Mateo said in an interview with the Baltimore Banner earlier after the game that he expects to be ready for opening day. Now, this is very huge. You don't have Gunnar Henderson. You don't have to move Jackson Holliday to shortstop. You can keep him at second base, keep developing him. Put Jorge Mateo at shortstop. Put Livan Soto, who's had an amazing spring at shortstop. You have so many different types of options. You could put Ramon Urias at third, Westbrook at second. You can also put Holliday at shortstop. There are so many options the Baltimore Orioles have. But this is good news for all of our fans that we've been waiting for. We're getting Gunnar Henderson back. We're getting Jorge Mateo back. I don't have any updates on Grayson Rodriguez. No timetable when he'll return. Kam Brice is looking good. Tyler Wells is on his way back. He just started his throwing program, so we should expect Tyler Wells back probably before the All-Star break. And for the Baltimore's this season, they just have to win a playoff game. I think it's not a World Series or bust year. It's a year of developing, trying to get guys numbers, trying to get guys healthy. We want to see a full healthy season of Grayson Rodriguez. And spring training injuries hurt that. So if G-Rod can come back, prove to everyone, prove to me, prove to all you guys that he can be the ace of this future, then the Baltimores will be in a good spot for 2025. Well, that's all we have for today, folks. Thank you for joining Orioles Digest. Please turn on post notifications, hit that subscribe button, and come join Orioles Digest. From Orioles Digest, I'm your host, Kam Brice.